Oh my God, friends, I am so excited about today's episode. I have this phenomenal idea that I just could not wait to share with you, and we're going to make it a monthly feature. You are going to thank me for it because you know why? It is going to help you with your social media planning and scheduling and wrapping your whole head around it. Now, I know today was supposed to be a mini cast, and I know it's our favorite day of the week, but friend, I got to tell you, this is going to be your favorite day of the month. Are you ready to dive in? I can't wait to share what I have cooked up for you. Episode 276 starts right now. Welcome to the Lora Shipman Show minicast, a special edition of my podcast where it's just you, me, my mic, your earphones, plus quick tips and hacks you can implement immediately to improve your life and your business. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. Let's dive in. Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome back to the show. I'm so excited you're here with me today. And like I said in the intro, this is going to be your favorite day of the month because it's already mine. And if it's mine, I'm sure it's going to be yours because that means I am helping you out tremendously. And that's what we're doing this month. I am going to help you out. It's like one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, Lora, how the heck do you manage so many social media accounts and have all this time to create a podcast and all the other things that you do? And I answer these questions in little sound bites, but then I thought, what if we did an interactive planning sesh together? I mean, it's like having Lora Shipman sitting right next to you side by side, walking you through every step so that you have an action plan to conquer your month and you've got good content that's going to be coming out that month and not just stuff that was slapped together. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So what I recommend you do is prepare yourself for a couple of things. This is going to be one of those podcasts where you're probably going to want to hit the pause button, and you will also need pen and paper to help you stay organized. I actually even recommend that you use a little notebook, a special notebook just for this time we have together. And it's only going to be once a month, and we're probably going to do it around mid-month so that you can get a jump start on the month coming up. And this is a little bit later than I would have liked to do, but it's going to get you ready for the month of October. And then once we get this first initial session down, it's going to be amazing going forward. So go ahead, put me on pause, go ahead and grab pen, a notebook, and meet me back here in a minute. Okay, so now that you've got everything that you need to plan October, let's get started. So here's how this is going to work. Every month, I am going to give you some prompts. Some of them will be repetitive and you'll understand why. And then some of them will be bonus prompts to help you get those creative juices flowing. And this is going to develop over time. And the more we do it, the better we're going to get at it and the more you're going to get out of it. So I invite you to join me every month just for this. At the top of your page in your notebook, I want you to write in big letters the month of October 2021. And here's what we're going to do. The first thing I want you to write down after that title is to write a subheading that says content theme for the month. This theme could be anything you want it to be. It can be all things fall. If you are a huge fan of fall, like most of us are, and love pumpkin spice anything, you might want that to be your theme for this month. Or if you have a special product launching in October, you might want that product or service to be the theme of the month, or whatever surrounds that product or service. Pick a theme for that. So think about October and your business for a minute and really brainstorm what your themes are going to be and just jot them down underneath that subheading and then come back to me. So go ahead, put me on pause, jot down all the themes that you can think of that would work for the month of October. Okay, now that you have all your themes, pick one. Pick one that really makes the most sense for your business and for the month that we're going to be in, and the one that you think that you can really make a splash with on social media. And take a highlighter or a colored pen and just circle that one really big. And then maybe next to your subheading where you wrote down theme, write it up there, which one you actually decided on. The next step in our little project is, now that we know what our theme is, you're going to have to research. Yeah, a lot of it's going to come from your business, but the content might come from other places too. So I want you to write another subheading below your theme and write down sources. And then brainstorm 3 to 7 sources you are going to use to help you find content. Now, I'm going to give you some ideas where you can go to get some of these content ideas that you can make into your own. And remember, when we are researching for content ideas, we are never plagiarizing and we're never stealing. We're taking these ideas as inspiration and turning them into our own. And so here's some places that you can go. Pinterest is a great idea. You can go to podcast titles to see what people are talking about in your industry or niche that have to do with your theme. YouTube is another great place. Blogs are a great place. Maybe some industry magazines. Think of all the places that you could go outside of just Google to find really good content ideas for your theme. Answer the Public is another one. All sorts of forums are a good one. Twitter's great. So go ahead, put me on pause and identify your 3 to 7 sources. Those sources are going to be really important for you because it's kind of like the roadmap or the plan that you're going to follow to help you come up with the content we're going to talk about in a minute. Now, I don't want my next statement to freak you out because you're probably doing it anyway, but we're just talking about it in one sitting instead of throughout the entire month, sporadically here and there. And what I want you to do, depending on how many times a week you post, I want you to come up with either 12 to 25 post ideas. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you're posting 3 times a week, that's 3 posts a week times 4 weeks, 12 posts. If you're posting 5 times a week and maybe you post in between on the weekends, you've got 5 times 4 weeks, that's 20, and then 5 extra posts in case you want to double up on the weekends or on some other days. If that sounds a little overwhelming, think of it in terms of categories, right? Break down those 25 or those 12 posts into what behind the scenes content can you do? What get to know you content can you do? What sort of added value products and services content can you do? So tips, tutorials, how-tos, unboxings of your products and services. Or what kind of trending and seasonal content can you do? Now, October is a fun month for seasonal content. Like you could do fall bingo for the month of October. I've done that before. It's a lot of fun. You could do this or that posts, what's your favorite pumpkin spice, whatever, come up with some really creative, fun things that you could do with posts. I mean, people, especially this time of year, love to escape a little bit and have fun and enjoy the season. Be a resource for that. And Pinterest has lots of ideas that you can turn into social media posts. Like see what people are doing craft-wise or see what people are doing entertainment-wise on Pinterest and see how you can translate that into a social media post. And then don't forget about engagement posts. What types of content can you create that engage your audience, that really gets them talking? So maybe create a section on your notebook here that's called categories and put a little subheading at the top of each, behind the scenes, get to know me, value added, all the things, and just jot down and brainstorm what kind of posts that you could put there for the month of October. So by now, you have probably got a list of ideas that Had you depended on the very last minute to start creating these ideas for your social media content, it probably wouldn't have gotten done. And I'm sure your creative juices are flowing and more stuff will come to you as you get used to this process. But right now, you have a good, solid list of post ideas. And the next step in this process is to get some sort of a content calendar going. Now, you can bullet journal this in your notebook and just draw out a calendar for the month of October. You can print a blank October template right from Google. So if you need to, go ahead, put me on pause. I don't suggest really using your current planner to do this because you need to use that for business stuff. I think you should have a separate planner just for social media so that you can move things around and shift things up, whatever you need to do. And if you're a digital person, you have access to digital calendars. So go ahead, put me on pause, grab your calendar of choice, and then plot it out. Where do each of these posts make sense for your business trends, and what goals you are looking to achieve for social media during the month of October? Now that you have all of that plotted out on the calendar, then what we need to do is make some time commitments here. And this is where the rubber meets the road, right? This is where things get done. What you need to do now is set a date where you are going to create just all the written content, all the content that you need to support these post ideas you have. Then the second thing you're going to commit to is a date to create all the graphic content. Now, for some of you, this may need a secondary date because some of you may need photo shoots. So make sure you plan for that. And then the last date you're going to put on your content calendar is the date you need to schedule all of your content for the upcoming month. And I suggest you use Creator Studio, especially if you're posting on Facebook and Instagram. It is a great tool to use to make sure you get your content out there on time when you want it to go. And there you have it, my friends. That is how you plan the month of October. I hope this process was really helpful for you. Next month, we are going to plan the month of November together. And each month, we're going to do something different. So we're going to focus on goals next month. So what I want you to think about next month is I want you to think about what are your goals for the month of November and maybe even the month of December, and how you can compound on those goals so that you are growing every month. But today we just started baby steps. So we've got a good content plan and strategy that we are going to execute. The whole key to this is you've got the content plan and strategy. Execution. It comes down to execution. Are you going to keep those commitments that you made on your calendar to start the written graphic, the photo shoots, the graphics, and the scheduling? That is the key, my friends. So I invite you to come back here next month and we are going to have new prompts, new ideas. We're going to get those creative juices flowing. This was just a starter episode, one to get you started so you can get in the flow, you can get all your materials together, get excited that we're going to do planning sessions every month. And then I honestly want to hear from you. I want to know if this was really helpful, what you would like to see more of as far as where would you like this to expand so it really feels like a one-on-one consulting session with me on how to plan your content. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do well. I want to see your businesses grow. So the best way to get in touch with me is to actually message me on Instagram, which is at symbol Lora, LORA _ Shipman, SHIPMAN, and just send me a DM and say, hey, I listened to your planning episode. I loved it. I need help with this, this, and this. Can we add this to the planning session? I think it would be a great idea. This is a work in progress and it's something we get to do together. And I'm just so jazzed about it because I get to help you be successful on social. All right, my friends. You know what to do. You've got work to do, right? So go execute everything you've learned here today. Make sure you stay healthy, stay safe, hug the ones you love, and stay social, my friend. Hey, before you go, I have a question for you. Are you loving the show? Let me know about it. Take a screenshot of the episode you are listening to and drop it in your social media posts or stories. Or better yet, give this show a review on iTunes or your favorite podcast app, letting me know that you listened in. If you have a topic or a show idea, please don't be shy. I want to hear from you. Send me an email or a DM. I would love to hear your suggestions. All the links are in the show notes. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you, as always, for tuning into the show today and every day you listen in.